Washington is about to learn that getting into shutdowns is easy and getting out of shutdowns is much harder. That's because both parties have a series of off ramps, basically political exit paths they can take out of this situation, and they keep refusing to take them. Democrats keep asking Donald Trump for some kind of a deal. It's possible they'd even accept a fig leaf, a promise of a future vote on the healthcare subsidies that they want extended. Trump says no. Republicans can also offer the same fig leaf deal to Democrats, haven't done it. They're standing firm, digging in. Senator John Kennedy, Republican of Louisiana, told us yesterday that the White House budget director, Russ Vought, is likely to, quote, punish Democrats for the rest of their natural lives or until the shutdown ends in response for their refusal to vote to fund the government. Democrats' position is perhaps best summed up by Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, who said there's really not much more for her party to do at this point. The message they're sending to Republicans is, if you want our votes, you've got to come talk to us. I would have to say the one potential exit path we may see will be Democrats facing a collapsing middle. In other words, 3 of their members voted to keep the government open last night. The over-under there was kind of one member, John Fetterman, who was loudly saying he would not support a shutdown. The 2 extra votes, that's surprising. That means Republicans only need to pick off 5 more Senate Democrats to essentially force the entire Democratic Party to fold on its shutdown position. And that would be a pretty embarrassing setback for Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, who voted to keep the government open in March and faced a firestorm of criticism from the left. He's now facing a lot of pressure from that same left to keep his party together. We will see if he's able to do it. I think the biggest common thread among members, I'm talking about both parties, is a little bit of apprehension about what comes next with the Trump administration's handling of this. The director of the White House Budget Office has threatened to exact more federal layoffs, basically reopening the playbook that Elon Musk's Doge used to such chaotic effect earlier this year. And that does even make some Republicans uneasy. Because remember, the government had to hire back some of who was fired from Doge. And there's not a lot of details from OMB thus far as to how it would carry out these federal layoff threats. Tap the link in our bio to read more and subscribe to get Semaphore Principles in your inbox.